Welcome back, dear viewers, to your favorite corner of the internet where stories, emotions, and star-studded moments unfold like pages in a beautiful diary. If you're someone who believes in love that's deep, silent, and breathtakingly powerful, then today's video is tailor-made for you. Sit back, grab a warm cup of tea or coffee, and let your heart melt, because this time, what we have for you isn't just a story, it's a sensation. It all started with just a few words. Softly spoken, almost missed, but powerful enough to shake the entire fandom to its core. Wang Yibo, a man known for his quiet strength and guarded heart, did something no one quite expected. In front of cameras, during a moment that seemed ordinary, he opened up and gave the world a rare glimpse into his soul. And at the center of that confession, Xiao Zhan, the one person he's always seemed to share something unexplainable with. What did he say exactly? Why is everyone calling it the DyBo moment of the year? Let's dive in and uncover the story behind the words that now live rent-free in every fan's heart. I love him more than anyone. Something happened recently. Something small but thunderous. A few words spoken, a lingering look, and a confession that swept through Weibo like a storm in the night. Wang Yibo, the mysterious, composed, and ever-so-talented actor, singer, and performer, did something that caught everyone off guard. He let down his walls. He spoke from the heart. And he might have just whispered to the world, "I love him more than anyone." And who is the him in question? None other than Xiao Zhan, the warm-hearted, charismatic star whose connection with Wang Yibo has long been the topic of soft smiles, internet whispers, and unshakable fan loyalty. Yes, you heard that right. It wasn't loud. It wasn't flamboyant. But it was felt. And sometimes, that's what matters most. It all began during an intimate interview. Wang Yibo, known for his reserved and often stoic nature during public appearances, was asked a rather innocent question. Among all your co-stars, who do you think understands you the most? There was a pause. The kind of pause that fills the room with anticipation. The kind that makes you hold your breath. Then, Yibo softly smiled. His eyes softened, and with a quiet firmness, he said, "Xiao Zhan. He just knows." That alone was enough to make fans' hearts leap. But it didn't stop there. When asked what made their bond so special, Wang Yibo lowered his gaze, as if reliving a moment only he could see, and replied, "He's the only one I don't need to explain myself to. He feels me, even when I say nothing." Now, if you're someone who has followed the journey of these two stars, you'll know that their story is already legendary. From their unforgettable performances in The Untamed, to their unwavering support for each other behind the scenes, there's always been something magnetic, something beautifully unspoken between them. But this was different. Wang Yibo wasn't just acknowledging a friend. He was letting the world glimpse into a corner of his heart he rarely reveals. As if that wasn't enough, during the same segment, the interviewer asked Yibo what he values most in a person. His answer? Loyalty, kindness, and the ability to make me feel at peace. That's rare. And then, without missing a beat, he added quietly, "That's why I love him more than anyone." The moment was fleeting. The words were barely above a whisper, but they echoed across social media like a melody too beautiful to forget. Weibo exploded. Thousands of fans began posting the clip with teary-eyed emojis, hearts, and captions that ranged from shocked to touched beyond belief. The hashtag Wang Yibo confession trended almost instantly, reaching over 20 million views within the first few hours. People couldn't stop watching it, rewinding, listening to his tone, watching his expressions, dissecting every word and every breath. Because it wasn't just what he said, it was how he said it. And perhaps that's the most romantic part of all. There were no fireworks, no dramatic proclamations, no over-the-top gestures. Just a quiet honesty that slipped past his carefully guarded walls. Just a glimpse into something true. Now, let's rewind the clock a little, shall we? Their bond began during the filming of The Untamed, and from the very start, there was something different. Fans noticed it. Colleagues noticed it. Even staff members couldn't help but gush over their natural chemistry. While Xiao Zhan brought warmth, laughter, and gentle playfulness to the set, Wang Yibo brought focus, stillness, and a quiet intensity. Together, they balanced each other like two halves of a whole. There are countless behind-the-scenes clips where they're laughing together, teasing one another, or simply sitting in comfortable silence. And over time, that connection grew. There's something sacred about being seen, about being known beyond the surface. And for Yibo, someone who has often been called hard to read or emotionally distant, Xiao Zhan seems to be the rare person who sees right through him. And perhaps that's why this confession hit differently. Because when someone like Wang Yibo, who rarely shares his emotions, finally opens up, it means something. It means everything. Fans have always speculated about their deep friendship. Many call it soul deep. Some even believe it's something more. But labels aside, what matters is the truth that pulses underneath all of it. Their bond is real, and it's beautiful. After the confession went viral, Xiao Zhan's studio didn't release an official statement. But fans noticed something subtle and heartwarming, a reposted photo on Xiao Zhan's personal page from last year. It was a candid shot of the two during a night shoot. No makeup, no filters, just the two of them under the night sky, standing close. The caption? Just one word. Always. Was it a coincidence? Maybe. Was it a silent response? Quite possibly. But either way, it added fuel to an already burning fire. Since that moment, fans have been showering both stars with messages of support, love, and emotional gratitude. Because in a world full of filters, facades, and fakeness, watching two people express something so pure is like a breath of fresh air. This isn't just about celebrity gossip. It's not about ships or fan wars. It's about connection. About two souls finding something rare in each other and cherishing it, whether it's friendship, love, or something beyond words. And as fans, we are simply witnesses to something precious. In a recent fan event, when someone from the audience asked Wang Yibo to describe Xiao Zhan in 3 words, his answer came quickly, without hesitation. My safe place. No one said a word for a moment after that. Some fans teared up. Others simply smiled. Because even without saying everything, Wang Yibo had said enough. So what now? What does the future hold for these two stars whose paths continue to intertwine in ways that feel almost fated? No one can say for sure. And maybe we don't need to. Maybe it's enough to simply know that somewhere out there, amid the flashing cameras and screaming fans, two hearts understand each other in ways the rest of the world may never fully grasp. I love him more than anyone, Wang Yibo said. And with those words, he didn't just confess something personal. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, keep believing in the kind of love that speaks without words.